Good morning, Ms. Zen. You're a persistent seeker. Very good. Even though there's only you and me, I think it's enough. There's a communication between two parties. Actually, you and me are in the same field. Again, it's like in the ocean, there's two drops of water talking about ocean. And once you realize you're not a drop in the ocean, your entire ocean in one drop, you're awakened. And it's the most important thing in the world. Because now you awaken from a limited body-mind to unlimited, unconditioned field or ocean. While you enjoy every drops, currents, waves, ripples, you understand from most fundamental perspective or view. This is the right view of Eight Noble Truths. I'm sorry that not very many or many person can reach this realization. That's how we are so precious. Everybody is precious, but until you really understand the preciousness mean, okay, today we still back to the Tiantai school because I found this school is really awesome. It includes Zen. It's very much like Zen school, Miss Zen, but there's more like contents in it while not losing its essence of Zen. So if you click the Wikipedia link, Tiantai school, developed in the 6th century China, Mahayana Buddhism. So let's take a quick look at the third line. There's a Mādhyamaka philosophy, 中论. So if you click Mādhyamaka, so I will also text to the chat. The chat, yeah, that's a Mādhyamaka link. 中观, the middle way, or the emptiness doctrine, refers to a tradition of Buddhist philosophy and practice founded by Indian Buddhist monk and philosopher Nāgārjuna. The foundational text of Mādhyamaka tradition is Nāgārjuna's root verses on the middle way. Refers to the ultimate nature of phenomena as well as non-conceptual realization of ultimate reality that experienced in meditation. Had a major influence on the subsequent development of Mahayana Buddhism, Tibetan Buddhism, Eastern Asia Buddhism. So what does it mean, Madhyamaka? So Madhyamaka means thinkers, all phenomena, dharmas, we call dharmas, fa, in Chinese we say fa, or more in modern world, English word is phenomena, or the material world. So all phenomena or dharmas are empty, sunyata of nature, of any substance or essence which could give them solid and independent existence, because they are, meaning they're dependently co-arisen. So if you know Thich Nhat Hanh, he coined, just, I have a book here, just give me 1 sec. So, Venerable Thich Nhat Hanh, yeah, I put his book in my room, just show my respect to this master. So Thich Nhat Hanh is Zen master. He has a Zen lineage from in Vietnam, but also Zen Chan is from India to China, then from China to Vietnam or the Asian countries. So he's if I'm right, he's the 46, or I don't know how many generations of patriarch, maybe 46, 46th patriarch of them, Vietnam Zen. So Thich Nhat Hanh coined a word, interbeing. So interbeing, right here in the, because they are dependently co-arisen. But this emptiness also is empty. So negation of the emptiness too. You see how complete the Buddhism is. Every phenomenon in the world are empty, and also this concept of emptiness is empty. It does not have any existence on its own, nor does it refer to a transcendental reality beyond or above phenomenal reality. Again, I used this cell phone as an analogy. The cell phone itself does not have a substance or essence of existence, meaning it has to be coexist with manufacturer, with the salesman, with the material, with planet Earth, with nature, with whole cosmos. And with my attention, the money, I purchased from the market, then I bring into this room at this moment. So now we can see it because it coexists with so many factors. So if you still remember Indra's net, okay, Indra's net. So this is one pearl in the ocean of Indra's net. This cell phone reflects every other factors or pearls of other pearls in this infinite ocean we call Indra's net. All in one, and one in all. If you really understand this, at least literally, theoretically, this will help you transcend you and change the old habits of thinking. And if you keep doing or practicing on the theory of Mādhyamaka, you're on the right path. Okay, let's see. So let's go to maybe let's take a quick look. You can take a quick look of the etymology. I will pick up the most important one because it's a long article again. Middle path. So very interesting. If the first philosophical overview, let's see, in the middle there's one phrase: for one on the road of cyclic existence, who pursues an inverted view due to ignorance, a mistaken object such as superimposition. Samaropa, superimposition, is a very scientific word. So, such as superimposition on the aggregates appears as real, but it does not appear to be real to one who is close to the view of the real nature of things. It's like, so you can see your cell phone or computer is a superimposition. So your awareness, which is infinite big, infinite small, is formless, nameless, unconditioned. Once the awareness meet an object like this cell phone or your computer, it kind of interprets it like the awareness collapses into an object, and the sixth conscious mind try to understand it as and give it a name as like cell phone or your computer. But in the truth, the object like this cell phone or your computer arise in your awareness, and it's a superimposition, meaning super, and in the core there's no true self in this. The true self is behind or underneath this cell phone, say the space. So this supposition of the cell phone is just a temporary occupying the space and manifested as this cell phone. And this cell phone is connected to all the factors of the nature. It has to be co-existent or co-arisen. But as it does not appear to the one who is close to the view of its real nature of things, it will disappear someday. It is not permanent. It is impermanent. Or maybe I will say that the material world, the material of all this cell phone will disappear into the field. Actually, Nassim Haramein said, maybe in 10 years, this cell phone will disappear. But actually, it appears and disappears at very this moment at such high frequency that I say our eyes cannot see it. The frequency may reach to 10 to the power of 30 degree, 10 to the power of 30. The quantum frequency, or the Planck frequencies. You can Google that. So it's so frequent that we cannot see it rise, disappear, rising, disappear, rising, disappear. Everything does so. Everything on my hand, rising and disappearing, appearing, disappearing, appearing, disappearing. But it's so frequent that we have a constant feeling or seeing that this does exist as my hand here. Very interesting. If you really have some scientific understanding too, science helps our understanding, but only when this understanding becomes your realization. It is true for you. It is real for you. It is helpful for you. So Ms. Zheng has a question here. What do you mean it will change the habit of thinking in the sense of diminishing them, or of thinking differently, or in the sense of not giving them importance? So you're asking the emptiness, right? So of course, it will change our thinking of a limited thinking, because we are told from early childhood that everything has a name. This is cell phone, and this is a book. But once you realize the emptiness, the meaning of emptiness, all the labels like lose its boundary, because this cell phone is connected to everything else in the world. It's just a drop in the ocean. Once you look at the drop of this water, you perceive the whole ocean too. So definitely it opens you up. You have that freedom, not attached to, this is definitely a cell phone. You have more like a deeper understanding. You will think differently. You look things differently. You perceive things differently. You understand them differently. in a sense of not giving them importance. You cherish it, but you don't attach to it. So it's yes and no. You still use the cell phone, you still to talk, to text, to call, but you don't attach to it anymore. You have that freedom of using it, but not be used by it. You know, lots of people now are so fond of technology. You know, iPhone 14, iPhone 14 Pro, they play games, or they focus so much on technology, especially the cell phone or internet. They lose themselves. They give so many importance on these gadgets. I will say, it's useful, but don't attach yourself to it. Don't rely your happiness on it. You are the user. You are not be used. You are using the technology and computer and cell phone, but you're not be used. You are more advanced level understanding of any phenomena in the world. And you can be independent from anything else. That's the human being. As being, we have this we can have this wisdom to understand who we are, what's its nature, what is everything. Yeah, Planck in a frequency. Let's Google now. How about we Google now? So it's 6.6 times 10 to the power of 34. I'm close. So anyways, 10 to the power of 34 hertz per second. Crazy. So Mādhyamaka said, in the Planck scale, everything fluctuates. All these fluctuation like manifest as material like an atom. Then they disappear into the field and arise into the phenomenal world, become an atom and collapse into the field again. In the Planck scale, this frequency is so high, 10 to the power 34. Then, in the sense of I, we cannot see it. We don't have that, equipment. But the field is real. The fluctuation as a atom, as a molecule, as a body, everything you see in the nature is a superimposition. But underneath every phenomena is a field which is not subject to any form, to any condition, to any atom, to any molecule, to any, stars, planets, or, even galaxies. It's so crazy. It's independent. We call self, true self. That's your true self. And every phenomena object is in the cyclic existence. Appears, disappears, appears, disappears, appears, disappears. As a bacteria, maybe only days. As a human being, maybe 100 years. As a planet, maybe 3 billion years. As a star, maybe 100 billion years. But anyway, they're in a cyclic existence. You see that? And everything sparkles, manifested as self in this very moment. so hard to say. So hard to say. Only when you realize it, it's so beautiful. So let's keep reading. Again, we're still on it's a little bit above the two truths. So Nagarjuna's critique of a notion of his own nature argues that anything which arises according to conditions, as all phenomena do, can have no inherent nature, for what is depends on what conditions is. Moreover, if there is nothing with own nature, there can be nothing with other nature. Something which is dependent for this its existence and a nature on something else which has own nature. Furthermore, if there's neither own nature nor other nature, there can't be anything with a true substantial existence nature. If there is no true existence, then there can be no non-existence. You see, if there's no black, there's no white. If there's no form, there's no emptiness. So it's totally negation of all labeling word. There's no existence, there's no non-existence. So it's a total cessation of duality. Everything is one. If you use so Nagarjuna refute things or use negations, or you can change to affirmation. Everything is one. Once you say everything's one, the word underlines there's something too. So word reaches limited boundary now. Only you knows what it means. Only awareness itself know what it is mean. There's no AI, artificial intelligence can understand this. Trust me. That's how beautiful you are. You are more advanced than any AI. No, okay? No AI can reach this level of understanding. Only you can. An important element of Mādhyamaka refutation is that classical Buddhism doctrine of dependent arising, the idea that every phenomena is dependent on other phenomena, That's called emptiness, right? Cannot be reconciled with conception of self-nature or substance. And therefore, essence barriers are contrary not only to the Buddhist scriptures, but to the every idea of causality and change. And any enduring essential nature would prevent any causal interaction or any kind of origination, for things would simply always have been and always and will always continue to be without any change, as Nagarjuna writes in the MMK. So, so you don't go, oh, everything is impermanent and something is permanent. It's negation of two sides. You choose the middle way. It's not permanent, it's not impermanent, it's, you know, is not no existent or is existent until you it's like a stick, not only on your head but on your mind. Strike on your mind until you stop the limited thinking. That's good, Zen style. Let's go and read the two truths. You see, underneath the two truths, there's a very interesting sentence here. Without relying upon convention, the ultimate fruit is not taught. Without understanding the ultimate, nirvana is not attained. So the ultimate truths have to be expressed in the relative truth or conventional truth. We're using our six senses, our eyes, ears, mouth, tongues, body, and mind to talk, to communicate, to talk about this ultimate. Without these six senses, mission are impossible. The ultimate fruit is not taught. Without understanding the ultimate, nirvana is not attained. So understanding is the keyword. So the ultimate is not subject to any condition. The ultimate is subject to no condition. Affirmation and negation again. What is the key of the realization of the ultimate? understanding. So it's not meditation. It's the insight, it's the understanding, it's the true understanding of the ultimate. In Chinese, we say 知见. It's not because you meditate for 10 years, you can understand it. It's not necessary. Because you meditate, you understand the ultimate. No, there's no like equivalence. That there's no equal here. It's your understanding that help you have attained nirvana right at this moment. And the ultimate is beyond space-time too. You see? Only when you understand this, oh man, it's like reveals itself to you and you are it. Very interesting and paradoxical. Only when you remove all your obstacles, nirvana is attained. It is through the perfect and the false seeing of all entities that the entities are thus found bear two natures. The object of perfect seeing is true reality, and the false seeing is seeming reality. So, the drop is an ocean. An ocean is manifested in the drops of water. There's no difference between a drop of the ocean and the entire ocean. The entire ocean is identical with every drop of the ocean. If you really got this, you are awakened. So in this means, every person you see, every object in the nature, trees, rocks, birds, animals, even cell phone, computer, are the manifestation of the ultimate. There's no difference between this is a material object and that is my spirit. No. Your spirit and this material cell phone are one. This is really mind-blowing. So everything is you, yet only you. Until you disappear too. Everything is love of the God. We are immersed. We're deeply immersed in the ocean of love. If you really realize this, gratitude, compassion, wisdom all rise spontaneously. You don't need to think to be compassionate. You don't need to think to be wise. There's no distance between you and wisdom. There's no distance between you and God. There's no distance between you and all the sages. It's all in one and one in all. Crazy. You are the gratitude. You are the compassion. You are the wisdom. Everything is you. That's the Dharma realm. 法界. You understand. Recently I watched some, Joe Dispenza, Deepak Chopra, and another guy is Joe Dispenza, and all kinds of active philosophers or scientists. And okay, it's Greg Braden, I think. Yeah, these guys are so beautiful and active in the society right now. Try to spread the truth, spread the love, spread, the ultimate seeing through their eyes, through their experience, through their understanding, which is so beautiful. It's like some of the pearls in the interest-led understanding, the whole entire interest-led, and they're shining, they're deep frequencies. They're giving the light into the whole cosmos or into the interest ocean, and let others can see, can understand. And eventually can realize. And yesterday I have a friend coming. He's a disciple of Osho. We share a lot of in common. And he met, what's his name? Anyway, he has a lot of experience. So it's like he carries on all the insights, all the strengths, all the faith of Osho. And I can see from his presence the spirit of Osho. It's really touching. You really see the lights come from different directions. So, you understand the light travels and travels and relate and relate. So beautiful, so beautiful. The wisdom never dies. choose never dies. Uh, it's okay if you're not familiar with Osho. If you're familiar with yourself, then you're familiar with Osho. If you really understand who you are, you understand Osho. You understand every stages. Receptive and giving at the same time. It's nice. Great. So it's got a flow of information, matter, and energy. Or you can call this a flow of wisdom, compassion, and love. It's two ways. Receptive, you're taking in, you digest, you consume, you understand, and you give it to others. You incoming and outgoing. Incoming and going. It's a cycle of information, matter, and energy in the perspective of physics or science, but in the perspective of spiritual or spirituality is the cycle of wisdom, compassion, and love. Is it? And it's not only in us, it's in everything. This cyclic existence, matter, information, and energy, wisdom, compassion, and love, strength, trust, belief, care, help, strength, confidence, clarity, connectivity, purity, simplicity is in the cycle. And you are in it. You understand this cyclic existence or non existence, which way you choose. Okay, let's maybe end this session in silence. You can ask question if you do. Let the repose of the mind back to the heart, formless heart or awareness.